Hello, how are you from wherever you are? Once again, this is Fidel bringing to you the politics, political analysis of the behaviors of our politicians and the conduct of our politicians. I want to remind you that it is not the political game which is dirty. It is the politicians who are the dirty people. Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. And again, don't listen to what the politicians are saying, but use what they have said to understand what they have not said. Because there lies the bigger picture, there lies the chunk of information. Before I continue, I would want to urge us to just hit the subscribe button so that we continue growing together, because without you, I am not here. Let us learn. So today I want to talk about Ndidi Nyoro and what has gone on for the last 6 months. Ndidi Nyoro, in his interview yesterday, he said categorically that the last time he spoke with the president was in October last year. He went ahead and said that there are some decisions which he feels like he would have done differently, but then he was not within the realm of making those decisions. He almost says that there are things that he does not disagree, he does not agree with. That is basically what he's saying. So he says that there are some decisions which were taken and which he thought otherwise. So in other words, Ndidi Nyoro is telling us that he did not agree with the decision to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy president. That is clear. Today, Ndidi Nyoro says that he respects everybody, he has respected everybody, but to what extent? He gave a warning that do not mistake respect for fear. Right? Those are Ndidi Nyoro's words, not my words. And so now I want to analyze Ndidi Nyoro's political strides or steps that is taking and potentially what could happen to him in the future. Let us move together as we dissect through this unknown and unfamiliar territory of political hits and misses, of political coverts and overts, of political machinations and innuendos. What do you think of Ndidi Nyoro? Let me see on the comment section. What are your views about the direction that this man is supposed to take? Because he has been ranked as the best performing MP, and all of us have seen, probably for the last 3 years. We saw the time when he was removed from the chair of Budget and Appropriations Committee. Junet and Kimani Ichung'wah really, banishing him and accusing him of purportedly, allocating money meant for public participation to his constituency and other things that, in Kimani Ichung'wah's words, very shameful and unprofessional. So yeah, that as it may be, we focus on the man Ndidi Nyoro. So the first thing that I think of Ndidi Nyoro is that he's a man who wants to play not the striker, not the defender, but the midfielder. So that when he's the midfielder and he has the ball, in this case the political ball, he can kick it back to the defender, or he can give it to the striker to score a goal. And now it is him to choose who to give or to pass the ball to. So that's the reality of Ndidi Nyoro. Because if you listen to him carefully, he doesn't want to attack the president, neither does he want to attack or support Rigathi Gachagua. So he's just trying to play soft. He's playing safe. We can only wait and see where that will take him. But that is the game plan. He doesn't want to go all out guns blazing. He just relaxed. Now, the question that we must be asking is, why would Nyoro be playing the fence sitter? Why would he want to just sit at the middle? He doesn't want to blow cold. He doesn't want to blow hot. He's lukewarm. So that means he can embrace any party. So he can be entertained by either side, as it stands right now. Or he can choose to go his own way, devoid of either party. So now, why would he, we are asking, why would he behave like that? First of all, number one, now is that Ndidi Nyoro is a man under siege. A man under siege because he is not in good terms with the president, yes, for not, supporting the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. And number two, he was also never in good terms with Rigathi Gachagua before his impeachment. Because Ndidi Nyoro was seen as the potential heir to Mount Kenya after President William Ruto. And so that complicated matters for Rigathi Gachagua. And that is the reason why he did not see eye to eye with Rigathi Gachagua, and here to Gachagua's impeachment. And now that he does not also see eye to eye with the president, Ndidi Nyoro is left with no choices but to sit at the fence so that he can just look at the game and know which team he can become a member of and which position he will take. That is my take. Number two, Ndidi Nyoro does not want to take the hard decisions, the tough decisions. Because right now, taking the side of the government is a hard decision to take. And choosing to go the Rigathi Gachagua way is also opening a can of worms. Because now the state could go after him when he's opposed Rigathi Gachagua. But again, when he's opposed the government, the ground can shift and be against him very seriously. So then he has to act and play it neutral for the time being, because that is exactly what he must do so that he remains relevant. And number three, Ndidi Nyoro wants to increase his political capital. Now he's the talk of town. When everyone is guessing, where is he going to be? Where is he not going to be? Why should he be where? Why should he not be where? Absolutely. Now, that creates an atmosphere of interest. And now he becomes a very beautiful girl who every man wants to betroth. And so, that is his game plan. Maybe, I speculate that that could be his game plan. He is just sitting at the fence to look for the best suitors. It could be in design that is increasing his political capital, he is increasing his political value. So he wants now to sit at the highest table and call the shots. So he cannot just wake up and say, I am going to join this side or the other side. He has to sit at the middle and now let the bargaining start. Let the negotiations start. And let the best bride win. That's the point. Let the best groom win. That's the point. Yeah. And finally, I suspect that Ndidi Nyoro has already made up his mind. He knows where he belongs. It is just a matter of time. In politics, timing is everything. And we have seen masters of timings who will make the last ditch at the last minute and they will hit the jackpot. And a good example is Kimani Wamatangi. Kimani Wamatangi shifted from Jubilee to UDA closest to the election. I believe nobody else moved after Kimani Wamatangi moved. And consequently, he won the Kiambu gubernatorial position courtesy of UDA. That is what could be the game plan of Ndidi Nyoro. He has already made up his mind. He knows his mind, his heart, his body parts knows I belong to this side, but it's just buying time. And when the appropriate time comes, Ndidi Nyoro will declare his position. Not for himself, but the people of Kenya who would be following uh, his style of politics. So that's what I think. Let us interact in the comment section and let's see what you guys feel. I also recommend that you give ideas of what we should talk about because a lot is happening in our political circles. And I want to talk about it because it is important that we make the people understand this game of politics. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.